First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Run here to run. There he goes right side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Lions nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. this one off to Johnson. And able to get this one across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 15. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Lions 7. Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Vikings, first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Cousins now on 2nd down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Minnesota.
First down. Here's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Lions 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. From the gun, a run for Johnson.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on second and 13. Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Stafford. This time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. The first First down carry here for Johnson. Down to the 25.
Carry on.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Prater on to add the extra point. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
36 yards on the play. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. It is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jesse James, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Raiders to kick off for Detroit.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Cousins on 1st down. Complete. Jefferson the target. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Dan Bailey to kick off for
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford, screenplay, Johnson. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. From the gun, Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
Following the interception, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Smith catches left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To the air again, it's Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Touchdown.
Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point try by Bailey. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Lions 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their...
Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. A little juke. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing is Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And it's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for the Lions. 53 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Those passes intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 8-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Cousins now to throw on first down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
A second down throw for Cousins. Throw left side complete. It's Smith. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Viking.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Cousins. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
They go play action. Cousins. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
1st and 10.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. This is one heck of an individual is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Short throw to Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. His pass caught at the 4. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down, and that will do it. The 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Lions on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. And it's incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Kitter here, it's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 48-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Stafford looks to throw again. Open man is Galladay, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 26. 23 yards the pickup there.
10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, Stafford here. On the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Again, it's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
To Johnson again. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions Vikings are able to draw a bit closer.
For the point after.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Cook, the ball carrier.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
At the 45-yard line.
A give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Short throw to Smith. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Cousins. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Throwing, Cousins. This goes, man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. B.C. Johnson there to make the grab. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
No gain.
He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
They'll run with Madison, and he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.